so much while you were able to build it. When is the time to build it? When you are able to and have the strength. When you're young. That's why I said, the business of today is personal selling. Sell as much as you want because you're young. But there'll come a time that your strength will waver. There'll come a time your strength is fading. Your time will be limited. You have more time. The paradox of elderly, they have more time, but they cannot use it all because they have more limitations to use it. Kita ang mga young, we have almost everything to use, strength to use to have the time, to use the time, but we feel we don't have much time. Baliktad. Do you understand? And so these things that I'm telling you, I'm sharing you now, it's not just to become a personal seller at best, but your foundation. But here's the key. There are two things that we need to look at. The actions above and the being below. People see the actions. We have to build what's below. The character. Our character we have to build. Most common, people just see what? We follow up religiously, diba? We do active selling, active listening. We also do we communicate clearly. And we also give value proposition. That's why I said, see, connected akong introduction. The first key is product. If you don't know much of your product, how can you actually give or provide value proposition? It's only when you are really well versed on your what's inside of it that you can actually give value proposition. And that's the actions you do. And of course, at the end of the day, you have to ask for the sale. Don't be shy asking for sale. Don't be shy asking for a closing. Some people will can you ask for a closing on the first meeting? Of course. But there are ways how to ask for closing. You don't do also yung parang hard selling. Parang pushy ka masyado. But there's always an art to really close during the first meeting. But all these actions are actually, these actions should have a very well-founded core. Kung sa exercise pa sa CrossFit, yung kakahin mo, yung kaka-wall balls. Wall balls, are you familiar with wall balls? Kanang yata. Kung sa core sa wall balls, squat. Kung di kakabalo mo squat, yung kakasakto with the force, di ba? So, all these things, actions above, are actually what we call influenced by you as a person, the being. You have to communicate, you have to what? Formulate, be consistent. Diba? Be consistent in meeting, in your training. You know what? This is one of the things that I always tell my agents. Now, during Mondays, don't set Mondays as your client meeting because Mondays are training. It's easy kayo mamaligya o example, dito din may mga client sa Italyo, bring that person to the model house, okay, tanaw. Pwede na yung kadili mo stoya kayo, kaya siya na yung tanaw, di ba? Alam mo yung, di ba? Wala'y ginatago. Maybe ginatago kaya pain. Pero kung mo tanawon, ginagmay nga details, okay na. But if you're not consistent with your selling, if you're not consistent with your prospecting, di ba? Are you familiar with the sales process? Di ba? Pre-prospecting pa lang daan, dapat consistent na ka. Kailangan magkita na kang leads. And then mag-prospect ka na. So you cannot say, no, you will sell this month. Question, nag-prospecting ka ba? If you're not consistent with your prospecting, don't cry. At the end of the month, wala kang sale. Because at the end of the day, whatever you do, small things, consistently done, best things, consistently done, you will know that you have result. Consistency, preparation. Don't meet clients sa side tour na you're not even prepared. Tama? You go to Italyo, you're not even prepared to the details. Na dapat mo, Italyo kung ato, example. Exact lang siguro nga, karon ni chat, karon po yung go, karon na, nana ko sa Italyo mo, huy, karon na. O sige sir, let's wait, okay na, wala kang prepare. Pero you know what? Success happens when your preparation meets opportunity. So that means while you are still waiting for a client to come, you have to prepare. That's why preparation is part of the being below. You can't be doing this. You are not able to do this if you're not well prepared. Daily grind. Daily grind. Hindi pwede nga, part-time ni siya. Okay. You're familiar with part-time, right? Some of you are part-time here. But when you do part-time, and when you are with TWR, you give the full time. Sabi ko sa if you said that you're, okay, 2 hours, 3 hours tapos sa TWR because I'm also doing other things. Okay, go. Every day, 3 hours a week. Once you commit 3 hours, you give your full presence. Hindi yung 3 hours, pero di ato pag-agsipal ko. 3 hours na lang gali, kung kaya pag-agsipal ko, baka pa. Now, do you understand what I mean? You say 3 hours, okay, adjust everything because 3 hours is in TWR and you give your full presence. Oh, 3 hours, wala mo kukuy kaya. Good mo nang agsipal ko. Bye. Kung 3 hours pa sa TWR, wala kay kaya, then you go to TWR and ask for the training. Kinsa man imong manager. Si Steph, later 3 hours, wala mo dyan ko na-set ka kompa, wala ko side tour. May tabi ka magpa one-on-one ko nimo, magpa-coach ko. That's still part of TWR, that's still part full presence. Do you understand what I mean? Di kay, magpa-coach ko ang side tour, magsipal ko na lang sa ako. Birthday pa din sa kumama ko niyang gabi, magluto na lang sa akong spaghetti. Naunsa ka? Ipapis ka na 3 hours na, ayaw pagluto spaghetti na. Do you understand what I mean? Makaminit, siguro tanan. Okay? Guys, just let me tell you. 2 weeks before the end of 2025, I was 1.494 million FYP short. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I was not part of the top 30 stoplight na ginabutang sa mga China Gold area. Wagi ko diyan. Tanan tao nga wala gyud ko diyan. Nawagi 1.5 million maging ko short. 2 weeks. Clutch. 1.494 akong kulang million FYP. I submitted 1.5 million in 1 week.
Wow.
Pero, wala ko nagluto spaghetti. Ano naman? Because I really want it. You know, the question of selling is not about just getting the money and doing it. Do you really want it? Because all these things, if you like this, you have to like this. You have to like the discipline. You have to like the integrity. You can't lie. Don't put ka na yung mga details that you are not honest. You know, in our industry, ako na lang. If I'm not gonna be honest, lives that can affected. Ano naman, if I'm not gonna be honest, some people will say, 10 years na siya. Buti na 10 years ang payment. Di na siya pwede. You cannot lie on your product. You have to tell all. Di mo kay Basil yung hindi mo kuha. So be it. But you know what? In our industry, if you have that integrity, people will refer you, people will introduce you, and you cannot imagine the impact of this word. This is the being love. If you want this, you have to love this. Because closing are not events. They are outcomes of who you are and how you show up every day. That's not sexy. You have to show up every day. Example, you commit to once a week coaching with your leader, with your manager. Go for it. In fact, a day before, ikaw na din mag-remind, Alex, see you tomorrow, ha? Diba, 3 p.m. ta? Sige, kaya wala ko Alex, wala ka ba ko ugma? See you. Uy, nakaya, pwede ugma ta. Hala, ay ma'am, pwede 5 p.m. or 1 p.m. because I have a coaching na 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Ma'am, would you like to reset it? Ikaw, ayaw. You know what? It's okay. You know, when I was a first-timer insurance agent, salesperson, ako yung mga bus, sige, imo, BM, UM, ay hindi sa tabag-meet, ha? Kaya na ako client. And then, knowing nga, ano mo adjust ko sa client ko Di ko ma-adjust sa client. Pag-uwag niya, kaya ginagawa ka kung ginagtabakos kung kinabuhi. Training. If you want, I can be sent. I don't give impression to my client na atat ito sa iyan mo. But of course, I understand. Itong first po na akong nasisid, atat ito, huwag mo halin. But you know, the more you are performing, it gives that confidence nga, it's okay. That's not a problem. But here's one thing that I want you to know. Ayaw yun i-give up na yung coaching time sa imong unit manager. Ayaw yun. Unless yung unit manager na ubanan ta ka sa imong side tour, dito ta ka i-coach. O sige, go, basta. Pero pwede man. Diba po, ayaw yun na siya. I want you to know, show up every day. Show up every day. Now, why we're defining habits? No, you know what? Why do we need to define our habits? Because this is something that we need to understand. Most people think habits are what? It's just a trick or a technique nga kung saan magiging maayo mo sell or sales moves. Some people, uy, kung saan yung pag-close sa value? Uy, di ba? No, ano rin? Performing si Ching. Bawat na si Ching, kasi kung gibuhat ka nung nag-close ka. You know, some people think that it's just a trick. No, it's not. You know, in reality, winning habits are what? Ways of being, thinking, and show up every day. Showing up daily on what you want to do. If you don't, for example, today, wala kayo gibuhat. Kung nakaimam ka everyday na 3 hours, you go to a certain developer and then shoot your video. Edit videos. Go to ChatGPT. Kung sa baba, learn about things. Go to YouTube. For as long it's all related to real estate property, real estate selling. You don't have to go out of your house. But please, ay pagluto, inununa, paniudto, nga supposedly, mag-learning ka pa. Zoom na lang gani ang training sa imong team. Nang laba ka pa. You understand what I mean? Guys, if there's one person here, you should take yourself seriously. That's you. If you want a serious outcome this year, take yourself seriously first. Do not allow other people not just squander your time. The sad thing is, most often, we are the ones squandering our time. Maglagot ta nga saya na itong time sa uban, pero kita mismo, okay ba tayo saya sa itong time? Have you noticed that? Na kung kita, we have a low expectation of ourselves. Have you noticed that we are putting low expectation of performance to ourselves? Na pag di na to, January 1, by suit ko pa sketching. Amo na also be number 1 in Italia, mag-compete na ching. Ana, okay, start na. Third week, wala pa man girl. Sige na lang, February na lang siguro. Di ba natapos ng January, natin mo na kang February? We always do that. No, most often people do that. They lower their expectation of themselves. If somebody should put expectation sa imo, ikaw mismo dapat. Ikaw unang butangan. Because success in sales is predictable. The third habit will tell us that really sales is predictable. Many people today will say, asa ka nag-connected? Oh, I'm into real property estate. Ha? Sa'yo na? Diba lisod na? Di naman. Di naman yun. Kano ka kung sa lisod sa atong mga sales agents? Dili man ang pagpamaligya. Ang atong mindset man ang lisod. I-change. Try to win your mindset. Diba? Dali kayo mamaligya. Diba? Ikaduan lang ng fear. Ha? Naikwarta diha. Diba? You always have a fixated income mindset. Fixed income mindset. Every 15-30. And that's why they say, ha? Naagihalin niya? Because they feel that in sales, unpredictable ang income. Well, no. In sales, predictable ang income. If you want to get rich, predictable wealth, dito mo would say mo, go to sales. Because predictable ang income sa sales. Do you know that? Do you know that, Tilly? You know what? I want you to know. If you don't know that, in sales, predictable ang income.
Yes.
You have to understand that. So, the missing link in sales training. Some people are great at mindset, but inconsistent sa action. You familiar? Kabi! Di ba yung ni Ma'am Kawan ka, kani, natin ko, makasave ko, pero ang action, layo o sa result. Gusto ko ani, okay, this is the result I want, this is the inconsistency. Hindi ba kung action ko to? If you want this result, dapat double imong action. That's why ingon ko predictable. Why? Predictable ang result sa sales. Gidetermine na siya sa imong action. So, if you have much action, double, triple action, sure ko, predictable imong result. Others are busy but emotionally unstable or transactional. Top producers combine both. They are great, they have great in mindset, and they are also stable in their emotion. You know, in sales, we eat rejections for breakfast.
True.
Di ba? Especially kung everyday ka gamit o client, everyday ka ma-reject. May nga gagawin, ay, wala lagi sa ako. Okay, sa ako magkanimik po this month. Di ba? Sulayin ninyo, mo-meet mo client every month, mo-prospect mo every week, every day. Di ba? Every day ka ma-reject. But top performers have stable emotion. Top performers have stable emotion. Akong mentor sa MDRT, she has this 3-second rule. Sa 3-second rule. Malain siya 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, okay na siya. 3-second rule. Hindi lang sa command, nakakuha na po sa lain. Ako nakakuha maminta. Ako'y nagdala niya sa interview sa lain siya, nagkuha.
Yes, agree.
Hoy, ako nag-explain. Tapos ito ko siya sa igagong interview pa. Huwag man lang ganit sila ng ganito. 3-second rule. 1, 2, okay. Isasunod?
Yeah.
3-second rule. Right? If you want to be a top producer, you have to be great. You have to have a great mindset, but also it's emotionally stable. Because strong being starts with simple daily execution. Simple daily execution. You don't need to have a great daily execution. Okay? Why? Because simple daily execution will improve our character. And character sustains discipline. Discipline compounds our results. Right? Kani mga rejections nato, ginahon ng atuang character. Ginahon na itong character yan. Kabalot na maging patient sa mga tao. Persevere ta, mga guy, 30 days na ako sa isang kabulan, wako dyan ko ihalin. Sa pagkaroon, January 15. Half of the month pa ako ihalin. But, you know, our daily experiences will mature us to have a steady heart. Steady. Be patient. Talagay na. You know what? Let this month, for next month, your planting month. For next month. This month, harvest month for last year's planting. You have to understand those things. Praise God na yun. Kung karon ni abot, karon po ni close, kay water sa states next week, human. Oh, praise the Lord. Di ba? Pero, I'm sure that you will not ma-close kung you were not prepared to begin with. Remember, success happens when preparation meets opportunity. So you have to prepare. So, let's start with our first habit. Second introduction.
Okay.
The first habit, being grounded, not outcome dependent. Grounded. Your character should be grounded. You see, needy people struggle to close consistently. This is the hard truth. Needy people struggle to close consistently. So, but if you're a top performing professional, a real estate professional, here are the 3 things that you have to understand. Grounded professionals are this. 1, a grounded professional is okay even if the deal doesn't close today. Dili ka malain. Steady mong heart. Number 2, you don't attach self-worth to commissions. Whether it's just rentals or high-end mong na-close, same agad na. Closing is a closing. Okay, you don't attach siya. Hindi mo na-close, may rental sa man to. Okay. Ikaw na-close. Uy, may boko, daw kukag commission. Don't attach self-worth to those things. Okay? Because it defines your happiness. It defines your happiness. And number 3, stay calm and always be present. Always be present. Okay? Always be present. When you are with your client, always be present. Don't look at your cell phone. In fact, when I meet clients, sa industry, so I talk to your client, for example, thank you for coming, I'm sure you're a busy person, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this meeting is around 30 minutes, and if you want to extend this, blah, 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 okay, that's okay. So, atubangan niya, set ako ang alarm, 30 minutes. Then, tanong ko this kidding. Kaya I always honor the time that I said 30 minutes. Pero siya, okay, wag ka nito, okay, wag ka na time na. Sige na, balita. Okay, another 30 minutes? Okay, 30 minutes. Saan ko ganun doon? Kaya pasigla na siya, doon lain. Di ba? So in Anna, it's always better that I don't check cell phones because I'm present. 30 minutes na ganun siya, magsigip ako talaga sa cellphone. Ay, that's rude. Don't check. Ay, naman kay client mo. Later, kay client sa mga tubangan. You don't even know kung ano ba na siya unya yung client. Kanina na sa mga tubangan. Tama? Why are you counting it? Nawa pa ganun na hatch. Kanina, hindi sa mga tubangan nagtalaw. Give it all. No? Give it all. So groundedness is the emotional foundation of trust. That's the emotional foundation. People trust you because they feel that you're okay. That it's okay for them to make a choice. It's okay for them to say, later pa na ako ni siya desisyonan, next week pa na ako ni desisyonan. It's okay. Stable ka. Wala na feel nga kuhan. Example, how do you make sure that your clients will feel stable? I mean, your client feels that you are stable. Example, this is so good. This is the... Pero manang ka, dahil mo na ganyan itong gusto dati ka. Uy, mo na ganyan ang gusto. Bang. And then, ganyan. Yeah, mga po niyo. Patay si Sir, di ka siya excited. Okay. Sige, amusan mo na mo kanina yung gitag. Nasa na ito. Para na. Tapos, yung agent. Kaminaw, ang dahil sa iyong asawa ko. Di naman yan. So sure, no problem, sir. Sir, would you like me to follow up on you on Monday? Monday or Tuesday? You always give 2 choices, 2 dates, 2 days, 2 times. So Monday or Tuesday? Busy ba ko sa Monday, Tuesday? How about Wednesday or Thursday? So Thursday, would it be good in the morning or the afternoon? So after work na lang. Okay, 5 or 6? 6 p.m. Okay, on Thursday, 6 p.m., I'll follow up with you. Human, standard. Because, ganun hindi man karoon, sir, na ganun man din sila. Mag-bundi ito. Diba? Nakuha na niya? Being grounded is really the foundation of emotion. The trust there is there. So, okay lagi na siya. Meaning, you're telling the person, it's okay. Make those choices. I'm here. If there's any question, say, ako pa mag-gumunaon, kang makabagid ni, sir, naan naman kita kaon din eh. Kung sa imong dapat tunaw-naon, ani nga property. And say, both of us here, ako mas kabalo ani nga property. If in case lang, kung dapat kayo unaw-naon. O di ba, it's still being grounded. Namutana ka, kakaibigan ba rin, ako sa unaw-naon. O tulo, manyayang unaw-naon. Di ba? Tulo, manyayang unaw-naon. Fitness, functionality, finance. Is this fit to what you want? Pag tuyuti mo sa site tour, functional ba sa imo ang design? Ganahan with me. Okay, fit. Functional ba sa imong gusto karon nga moment? Functional siya. Nandito ang CR, nandito makaparty ko. Functional yun siya. Okay, sir, if it's fit to you, fit for your need, functional sa imong tanaw, then the third question might be a struggle. Can you afford this? That's a problem of finance. Mag-mau-mau, say, sir, what's your budget? Actually, akong budget, instead of 20, mag-10 again. Sir, I have the best 10 million for you. Let's go. Human. Kaya sa akin, kada ilang yung unaw-naon sa ako, and it's not clear to them in front, and then at that moment, they might be able to get another property just because you didn't ask. Because you were too focused on, login siya, okay, wala ka na. Nakuha ni mo? But you try to check. Is it because of the question of fitness, functionality, and finance? 3 years again na siya. You understand what I mean? So right there and then, you're creating trust because you're very grounded. You know what you're offering. I told you, diba? First P, you should know your product. Good so far? Okay. I hope you integrate this training in 3Fs, how to do role playing into 3Fs, okay? Now, how this shows up daily affect our character. No? You're grounded because you show up consistently. You don't avoid rejection. That's why I shared to you the 3Fs. Kanang munaw-naon sa nako. Asa din yung munaw-naon? Ikaw po, okay sir, munaw-naon sa nimo. Sige sir, wrong! If your client was yung munaw-naon sa nako, don't say, okay sir, basi next week sir, ako, no! Naana diya, ano makikset kapag appointment? That's a person, already a person na si Montukangan. You don't need a second appointment. What's there to think about, sir? If it's okay with you, sir, nandito na nga tayo, di ba? And while we're here, I hope you can still spare me with your time, 5 minutes lang. What's there to think about? Kailangan mo na. Sir, there are 3 things that you might be able to think about. 1, a question of fitness. Is this fitting? Fit ba na sa imong gusto? Fit ba na sa imong pangandoy? Ano lang? Fit ba na sa imong damgo kagabi? Gabi po damgo. Yes, sir. Fit ba na siya? Minsan, mag-delete ni mo, okay sir, I have another project for you. If it's a question of fitness, tama? Right there and then. Nga naman yung mag-set mag-appointment and then start another ayaw na pag-ausa sa hula. True? Actually, fit man kita gitalyo kay sakto lang ang vicinity, napapalingkid dito fit gid ang neighborhood. Tayo mo ko Cagayan, airport po mas dali, di traffic, di man ko everyday mo adto SM so sakto ba galing Italyo, di ba? Kabalukon sa ko yung offer sa Italyo kung manigi ako. Oh. So if it's a fitness, so second, so the question will be functionality. Functional ba rin sa imo? Pila ba ka type of Italyo houses din? 9 types? No, 9 types? Ito, di siguro functional sa iya. O, so ato ka sa pikas. O sa tayo mo ginapangita, sir, dapat inanin mang good, inanin na itulo o pa. Ano ba? Functionality na question. I have a best na house for you, sir. Dinigyan mo kaya ganahan mo yung fit man sa imo. O, lako, dito speakers. Basta dito na yung inungtang na nakayas sa imo. Pero kayo ba? Sige sir, naanak sa. Uy, kasayang naanak siya sa tumangan.
Huwag na naitabo.
Do you understand? Ayaw na mag-sasabi. Ano sa dito? Sir! Tadeng! Paningon ka sir. Tulog ka bedroom. This and that. Dahil ako nga space sa gawas. Bang bang. Talk about the functionality. That's what he was thinking about. So, see sir, functional na. Functional na siya sir. So sir, what do you think? I still have to think. Sir, if you still have to think, the last F you are thinking, I'm sure. Finance. Wala may lang i-think na tao. Tuluan. Mahuman ang kalibutan, tuluan din yung tanaw. Fitness, functionality, finance. Good stuff. So, number 1 again ng PWR sa tanang developers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Di na pag-usap sa kawal.
Di na pag-ausap sa. So, nako na yung bayad sa ako. Okay na. Inamigo, amiga kami. Okay. Ganahan dyan ko magbida-bida. So, this makes you capable of volume without pressuring your client. Which leads to? Gusto na ako na PWR na dapat dapat part na sa inyo concept ka na nakakaliya. Good stuff? Good stuff. Are we learning so far? 100 pa lang to. Okay, number 2. Being relationship first, not transaction first. That's the number 2 habit. That's the second unsexy habit. Why? People who rush the close slow down the process. People who rush the close slow down the process. Oh, the success, sorry, the success. Nagdalit-dalit ka, at ka, wala na nang yung close. So iba yung 3Fs ha, iba yung ayaw siya pag-ausa. You're not rushing the sales. You're just allowing the client understand. More than you understand, you're helping the client understand what he or she really wants in life. Kaya basig, wag kanya magdinday budget, 2 million, manato ba siya kintalyo? Ayan ang gusto dito sa 2 million housing. So, familia de Asia. Tanong na, tasipya siya niko, di mo nakita. Just because kung nindot lagi diya, manata, lahit diya. But still, na-discover niya, nobody can afford, and you are not rushing the sale, but na-facilitate yung understanding, mas naka-close ka on the day. You understand what I mean? It's not rushing the sale, it's letting the client, you're helping the client understand what he or she really wants. Relationship first professionals always value conversation, not just conversion of sales. You value conversations, not conversions only. Number 2, you stay curious about people, what you really want. Asa din mong anak. Di ba? These are things na i-chika ni mo. Sir, pala din yung anak. Oh, wow. Pwede mo buga na art of asking. Example, sir, you're married, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. But no kids yet. Mas maayo pa ni mo ipamunta na no kids yet kaysa pila yung anak. Ano naman? There are lots of, like kami, wala pa may anak. So, kumabag ko, makikstory ka na ko, wag ka nang profiling daan. Sabi na mo yung anak, wala pa may awkward, makain mo tubag. Pero kung you don't have kids yet, sir, no, daan naman ko, mas excited sila mo share.
Yes.
Mas awkward mo tubag kung wala may anak, nag-ingong kapila yung anak. You have to reframe it. Okay? So, you reframe your question instead of assuming na yung anak ang mga nag-inquire sa imo. Good sa so far. Okay? So example, ngayon siya, gusto na kong tulog ka bedroom, wala, nagkam sige anak. But still, ayaw yung pinakabok yung anak. Kaya mas nilagili anak yung gusto din yung tulong ka bedroom. Isa ka master bedroom, isa ka opisina na ako, isa ka opisina sa asawa, tulong ka bedroom. So you don't make those assumptions, negative assumptions. Mas maayo pa yung wala pa mga children, sir, no? Na naman ko, 5 na akong anak. Oh, you look so young. You look so young, sir. Dili man good. Mahal lang yung para, sir. What's your, sir, tell us, sir, ma'am, tell us your secret how to maintain anak. Di can look na 5. Kung 5, sir, so gagmay pa, kay tuloy pa lang yung mag-share lang, sir. Yes, mag-share. Kasi nandang-understanding. Okay, good so far. So it's always about what? Conversation. And you cannot do this when you're not what? Curious about them. Diba? Curious about them. You close because that's what they want. And number 3, you play the long game. Nindot mag-play of long game. Ano naman? Closing is what? It's just a one-time event. Diba? Muperma. But relationships should be there. Because they might be, di ba, usual sa real estate. Kasi nga itong client sa real estate, kausa lang palit. But where you're getting the business now is their introductions. Di ba? That's why I always say, don't ask for referrals, ask for introductions. Introduce me to your next, to your best of friend, to the people who really wanted to get another house. Introduce me, don't refer me, introduce me. Kaya we refer ta ka dito, niya, wala din ka, introduce. Hoy, si Eddie akong agent. Introduction na itong kailangan. Dili lang referral. Relationships are the real sales pipeline. Diba? I'm sure dagan din sa inyo mga dugay na sales agents, ang dagan mo mga clients nga namalit og kapila. Because that's relationship. They trusted you. You built that. Right? So why this creates opportunities? Why this creates opportunities? When you are relationship first, conversations multiply follow-ups. And follow-ups feel natural, introductions appear, referrals appear. Good so far. So again, don't chase deals. Deals will find you. Now, how do professional real estate agents do this? They don't chase deals. They what? They know more people. Networking is the best business. No more people. No more people. Let's go to the third habit. Third habit is what? Being process driven. No, it's not just to have a great mindset. Again, dili lang enough na great mindset. You also have a great process. And a winning sales professional, a real estate professional, winning siya kung may process driven na. This is the winning blueprint that we are sharing. Winners trust process more than motivation. You know, when you are motivated today, tomorrow wala na. Tama? Kung ano na, what sustains our motivation is the process that we are observing every day. So let me share to you the winning blueprint, the 50-20-5-1. What's the winning blueprint? You're familiar with this, right?
Yes.
The 50-20-5-1. 50 conversations, 50 new conversations. Out of that 50, dapat like quality follow-ups. Okay? From that 20 quality follow-ups, at some point you target 5 site tours. So if you want 5 site tours every week, dapat like 50 new conversations. At the best, at best. But out of that 5, close deals na to, isa lang. By average. Okay? So, 5% of the 5% of the quality follow-ups will give you 1 close deal. So, example, depende po sa dating. This is the average. Pero kung maayo kay ka, you don't need 15 yung conversation. Kung imong batting percentage ba, 1:20, di ka na yung ang batting ano is 1:50. 50 conversation, new conversation to 1 close deal. But there are also people who are very experienced na bisag duha ba yung istorya ng si Manawuna na close ang isa. So grabe yun, 50-50 batting. Napayuban, isa lang, pero close na yun. So, namin mga clients, namin mga agents kanina. Karon kanin limit, i-close ko this week. Karon po, on instant. So, you don't force the close. You earn it through volume and consistency. If you are not that big yet or great yet in closing, the more the merrier. That's why I said, diba? I told you, predictable ang sales. What makes it predictable? What does it make? Why did I say the predictable ang sales? Because you know, if you are going to meet, if you have new conversations, 50 new conversations, predictable yan na kay closing. That's why sales is predictable. That's why your industry is predictable. If you meet more people, new people, you have quality follow-ups, you do site tours, now you can close.
True. Amen.
Diba? That makes it predictable. So if you don't, you're not closing deals this month, meaning you have not done this. Simple lang. Remember, predictable actions will lead to predictable results. Predictable actions lead to predictable results. So do some predictable actions. You earn it through volume and consistency. Palaganay. Always strength in numbers. Strength in numbers, kita din eh. You know what's so great about your industry? One of the best things in this industry, you meet new people. In fact, dili kayo tayo mga kung tanaw din. Meet new people din. Kanaging people na kung nahabag ka sa employment, hindi mo ma-meet. Di ba? Ako, di ba? Kaya nahabag ka sa employment, hindi mo ma-meet ka. Gawin niya, pero kung na-employed ka, hindi mo na siya ma-meet. You understand?
Yeah.
That's so great. In fact, time freedom, you know what time freedom was a cost? Now, let go of that understanding na nag-estate ko para time freedom. Guys, if you're not rich, you can't attain time freedom. Because time is bought by money. If you can still afford, if you cannot afford sitting sa imong house for 5 days, naway kwarta, you still don't have the time freedom. Do you understand? Kaya sa lihat. Palito ni mo ang time freedom. Pero imagine, na kay 50 million sa bank karon, pagka na kayo sa katuwi, hindi ka mo nabang. Sure, that's time freedom. Because time freedom has a cost, a price to pay. That's why you are buying now your time freedom when you get old. You're buying it today. The best time to buy those time is today because you are able to work hard. Di pwede at 60 pa kami ngon, magnegosyo ko. Kamon ka magnegosyo kay naakay kusog. Do you understand? So, what are you buying today? Your time for the future. Can you still afford? Can you still afford 10 days, 30 days? Di ka magtrabaho? When is the best time to buy that? Today. Get it all today so that by 55 or 60, you don't have to work. Kuha na siya. Option na lang ha. Mabida-bida sa ako kay na-board ko. Kaya hindi maging ka pwede ma-board. Hindi ka na pwede ma-board. Trabaho sa akin ka. Ha? Good stuff? Perfect. So why this blueprint works? Because this is a system. This blueprint works because it removes emotional pressure from closing. Number 2, this is really effective because it creates momentum. The more ka na-emit, kabalugong na ka i-close. Tama? It creates your momentum. Guys, if you are having a momentum now, don't stop. Frustrations yun sa kasagalang sales agent. Unsa man, unknowingly. Yes, naku na mag-save. Isa mo sa Mamching. Mamching, ay unong ka siya mami. Unong siya din eh. Kita go. Ay, kapoy na ko. Wow! You know what? Once you start that momentum, dali kayo mo close sa succeeding. But if you stop here, it's so hard to recreate momentum again. It's so hard. You need more force to do it. More strength. So if you are starting now, you are katuyok ng bola, don't stop. Believing. Kaya ako ipasunod. Salamat sa lyrics. This system creates momentum. Third, it makes results predictable. You don't have to, mukhang sa langit ka, baka close kaya ako this month. Guys, if you keep meeting people, new people, doing side tour, it's not a guesswork of closing. It's predictable mo close with guys. It's a matter of time. So one of the best things that you know na close guys, you keep doing sales tour. Side tour. Okay? But be creative also in side tour. Dila mga pom-poms, Joy, sorry. Congrats sir, sir ko gusto magalit din sir. Positive ba na woo!
Huwag lang pom-poms.
For example, nag-profiling ka, di ba? Be creative man. Nag-profiling ka. So pag-profiling mo, dahil hard maging mga old Chinese people maging eh. Pag old Chinese people, kasi kailangan, kung mamili property, one thing,
North facing east.
feng shui.
Pangsoy.
Tama? So, dapat, ang imong storya, kung pwede, kung naamoy style ni, pag-feng shui na natin na, di mo mga property. Kung gusto ka mo target og mga dato, ultra high net worth mga Chinese, feng shui ginatanan ng mga property, kaya para sa ayaw din sa dapat property, ba din mayaw feng shui dito? Ingon sa akong feng shui master. You know, ako si Sir Roland, the biggest reason why namin sa kanto ba? True life, sa uptown. Dili pa naman ko yung gusto. Yung gusto ka ng building sa imong client, Advanced Chapel. Siya ka na akong gusto. But ang feng shui, nag-ingon nga bati ang feng shui diha. Dito yung ingon dito is kanto. So dito ko, unknowingly sir, sakto ra yun. Ano man, narito tubangan ng veil, narito tanan ng tama no? Dito yun. It turned out to be. Man-importante na sa mga Chinese. Asa ibutang ang lamisa. O lamisa palandaan. Diba? Diba? Pag door, kung di pwede din kay Muab City, dapat na yung water, din napita. Yung tapos yung mga ninanat. Diba? That's being creative. I don't know. I'm not saying every time I get Italian, kailangan kung soy master ka mahal ko. Diba? But that's something that you need to understand. Now, focus on the inputs. And the outputs take care of themselves. And lastly, why this system is effective? Discipline beats talent when talent lacks structure. So di kami mamay na siya, kanahuna naman na siya, dili. Just be disciplined. It creates your structure. Your structure will be there to make you a winner. You don't have a structure because you are not a disciplined person. You keep on changing. Pag makita mo imong growth, kaniya, if you're a first-time seller, bago pa lang ka, last year pa lang ka, something that I want to recommend, memorize the system. So, magpasabot. Example, you're under Alex, that's your system. Ituloy sa imo, memorize it. Don't make other system except sa system i-follow niyo. Memorization ang key. To be successful as a rookie agent, memorization ang key. Ayaw paghimok imong style. Wala pa kayo na-prove. Sorry. Sorry, I may be rude in that part. But, January is Ching, February is Ching, March is Ching, April. But about the June, nana na-prove si Ching. Professionalize it. From memorization to professionalization. Means to say, unsa mo na experience while doing the memorized structure, you integrate it now the way you want it. That's where you are now going to make your own. Do you understand? Kailangan naman kayo na-prove. Nakuha? Good start. Number 4, being emotionally steady and coachable. That's the 4th habit. You know what? Easy to get. Kaning word ng coachable, it's easy to say it. But it's so hard to do it. It's so hard to do. That's why it's unsexy. Especially kung garboso ka. You know, this is something that I know for a fact. People who are egotistical, they may experience some closing, but they will never be able to experience their best performance ever. Kaya nakakap na daan nilang pride. If you want to get successful na makuha ng maximum potential, let go of this cap. Your ego is your enemy. Okay? Reactive people burn out. Kasi gawin din sa itong industry sa sales, ang mga reactive people mo na unang mga, ano man, gamay nga delay, magyaw-yaw. Walang na-replyan, naglain ng buot. Reactive people get burnout first. So be responsive. Now, there are 3 things that I want you to understand. To be a successful professional, don't spiral after rejection. I said to you, di ba, 3-second rule lang. Example, anong rule ka sa kawag? Basta last week of December, di ba kamo, bakasyon naman mo?
Oh, wala.
Wala pa? Very good. Last week of December, last 4 days of December, pag rejection ka ron, ang ginaingon, Lord, January 1 ako dapat malaki. Continue lang sa kong pamaligya. December 31, Lord, ugma na ako dapat malaki. Maligya sa ako karon kay wakay time. Kaya kay wakay time malain, that's a good thing. Wakay time malain. Kanang time mo pa ilain, no, sa una si Cathy, 1 month na siya malain. Sa client.
Sa client.
Sa client.
Di mo kasay mo.
Yung sa ako. Tuloy mo yung ba? So, October is the last month for protection drive. Ako, September ko, naman ako sa protection drive. October 2nd week man ako sa protection drive. Siya, mas nauna sa ako, masya gabi ang drive sa Peru. Dapat siya dito datang gabi ka push. Na daw, October 30 na, last 2 days na lang, huwag pa siya ka-close one sale para lang makuha niya ang incentive drive, which is that time na Royal Japan. Naman ka na, maligya siya balik, January na.
Sa October.
Ay, nalain, guilt siya. Kabalo mo pinaya. You know, the funny thing is, dili lang ka na. Ang kalain pag yung simi ka tao, kaya ang kulang na lang di ay 20,000 na yung kulang para ma-national achiever siya.
Oh.
Pero kaya nalain man siya. Give it to her. Diba? Kasi anong kalain, mo na nung nakapull sa ito, papabalik o nakabila sa ito, madili na makuha na ito atong gusto. So, bisag December 31, ako amiga sa Cebu, chat. And later, iyang i-post. Iyang bana ang siya, niadto sa airport, si from Cebu City siya. Nagbiyahe pa sa December 31 last year, para iyang bana makakwalify o Fukuoka, Japan. Niadto sa airport, kaya ang client na nasa airport, for boarding na. So, adto nila dito sa Mactan Airport from Cebu. At to sila Mactan Airport, ni close pa yung bana. Ingon na siya, guys, done, alas 7 na kapin, 7:30 nag-post. Guys, close ang deal. Magluto na ng spaghetti. December 31 gabi upat yung anak. Sisi nagluto spaghetti, wala tayo lutuay. Nag-close pang bana. Ito ang makasama ko sa ito. Sige yung pakatawa. So isip, what do you want to do if you really want it? What can you do if you really want it? That's a question I will be telling you now. I'm just sharing, you know. Kung gusto niyo mo close mo top 1 chain sa January, what are you willing to do? Hindi pwede nga gusto ko mo top 1 and you're not willing to do anything. The discrepancy of what you want and what you're willing to do. Hindi pwede. Di ba?
Yes.
Pila ka buti mong na-close chain sa Italio karon? Tulo. Question would be, kung saan ako, pila ko buti i-close na ako more? Para di na give na mawala sa top 1 January. Di mo na di pangutana.
Yes.
Pila man?
Dapat ba ko 3 per week?
3 more.
3 per week? Wow!
3 more this week.
3 more for the month.
For the month, 3 more for the month. Oh, wala ka na yung baton. Tulo agad na. So, So, ang imong willing to do, modify ka ron kung mata makagsayo atong indalyo. Nadi ko sa indalyo, kaya basig na yung mato dito nga, well na agent, ako gimukuhaan eh. Diba? Nakuha na yung kumbol pa sa god. Naadinig, ulawon man gid ko, pero pag na mo sir, smile kita tawa na yun. Mahal na ka po yun. Because you know what you want. If it's not clear to you, you see, success will always start from clarity. If it's not clear to you, you will never be successful. It has to be clear to you. Clear ba sa imo nga? Dapat kunya sa imong cellphone.
Di na ako target.
Dili, cellphone. How many cellphones do you have? Duha. Dapat ka na, naghimo na pa-edit na Isa mo manager.
Si Mitch.
Mitch. Tabangin Mitch yung sa Canva, di ba i-post din eh. Kasi ang cellphone, yun ang nawong. Top 1.
January.
Gusto.
Wallpaper na.
If
Wallpaper
it's not
na.
clear to you, it will never happen.
It's clear.
Okay, you put it but
I-wallpaper na sa duha ka cellphone. Sharo.
some people, maka-joke, something,
Nakatana kami ni Sexy. Para ikaw yun ang magbutang.
Sige, wow!
Wow!
Sige, go!
Asya, you just need to be the top seller of the month, then ma-post siya diri sa wall of fame. Average sale per month sa top sellers is 20 million.
How much did you?
Pila naman kami dito mo na close.
So katong tulo ka units, mao gito.
Motong tulo.
So, dili nila post kung dili mabutog 20 million?
Dili, post sila.
I-post it.
Average.
Average. Pagkabalo sa same numbers, know your numbers. So kung 20 ang average, i-30 di mo pa, wala yung question.
Sure good na
Excuse
ikaw.
me.
Kay basing na isa 20 po.
Basta ka mo 20 o mo 21. Basta ang worst pa yun. Ang worst, 200,000 ang difference.
20 mong duha pero 200,000 ang ligasa. I-30 na siyang. I-30 na para sure.
Correct. That's what I said. Sakit din kayo, maglahin yung buot.
Pero 3 seconds lang. 3 seconds lang. Hindi 1 year.
Kasi ganyan ka malahin kayo. 3 seconds lang. Sige lang. 200.
January pa ba ya?
Hoy, first month pa lang.
Pwede ka mag-line 1 year sa January. December 31. December 31.
So, Chim, don't spiral after getting that. Bet sure mangyod ka na clear sa imo. So, dili na di para sa imo. Stay open to coaching. Go back to image, kailangan din ako ni. Dapat si coach ka pala, uy, grabe, feel din ako yung conviction ng number 1. Yung ka. Kung hindi po ka convicted, Ana, hindi po niya yung tabahon. Yes. Kung hindi ka convicted, baka, how would you feel? Kung hindi mo mako, I think yun. Why feeling? Di yung kumusugot. Ano, diba?
Hindi na ako i-lead, so na ako i-lugar. So, ayaw ko pa na proceed. So,
Perfect!
Okay.
Adjust.
Isa na lang ilang kulang. Isa na lang.
Ching, adjust without ego.
oh my gosh.
Kana. Kaya sometimes pa ego ba itong ego? No, excuse me, mas makayo ko muna. No, adjust without ego. Adjust without ego. Dili ni siya, success is not determined by if you are older than me. No. If you're older in this industry or you are new or gikan ka sa sales company sa una and then you know what, yung gusto, resign ka dito, kaya ganang ka rin. You know what, whatever you learn in the past, adjust without ego. It's a different beast we're looking at, no? We're fighting. Emotional regulation sustains long-term success. You regulate your emotion. Hindi ka dapat malain. If you ka ng balat sibuyas ka, you're not for this company. And you're not even for this industry. Kung dali ka malain. Dili mo hindi dali malain nila.
Bawal malain, Ching.
Bawal malain.
Bawal malain.
Kaya naman.
Bawal magluod.
Kung matakbuhan ka,
Ano ko isa ha? Bawal kung malain sa developer.
ay, bawal. Basta, bawal din malain.
Na mag-lisod, sa requirements,
Tapos piliin mo ba, sino nag-design kayo dito? Just do your work. It's really about how the Lord is changing your character. Character development ng sa ato. Di mo po ka maging successful to the max kung di mo ni ma-let go imong character nga di pa po kailangan. Daghan dito character nga ibili na to. No? So adjust without ego gitandanan. But how this supports the blueprint? Simple. Remember, being steady allows you to what? Complete your 50. May 50? Be steady! Pangitan 50. It's not for me, it's for you. Follow up without hesitation. Now, let me share this to you. Don't say follow up. Okay? Try to make sure that you are not using the word follow up ko sa inyong decision. Boy, di ka mo follow up. Sometimes, don't use the word follow up. Number 2, improve your numbers week after week. Ayog sugot nga wala man lang ni-improve imong 50. For example, this week, 30 mag-good mo nabuhat, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? Jara, 30 mag-good. Kasi mong manager ganit. Mitch Yapon? Mitch, kumusta yung last week? No! Pila ka book yung conversation. Mitch, 30 mag-good, Mitch. Sige, what are you going to do this week? So, I'll improve it for plus 10, 40. Okay, improve. Improve lang your numbers this week, week after week. Remember, stability keeps you in the game. Stability keeps you in the game. The goal here is not just, pwede ka maging top, but first, you make sure you finish the game. You're familiar with running, di ba? Kanang mga marathon. Kung wala man lang yung kay pangatlo, kay ibang beast mode mong po ng training, mag-podium ka. Kung imong gusto mo, run lang ka mong finish, just finish the race. Be sustainable. with that, I would like to advertise na today is the last day for Pro Run. We have a Pro Run. So, our emerge production, we have 3, 5, 10, 16 kilometers. Okay, pero naami finishers shirts sa 16 kilometer. Uptown and run, okay?
Bisa kinsa lang.
Bisag si Kinsa, bring your client.
When.
25 ang run, Sunday. So, karon ang last so if you have a big client na gusto nimo ganang introduce sa imong mga new clients, bring that person kung into health siya, bring them to the Pro Run. Okay? So,
How much get it?
depende na, nasa link na kung i-share. Okay? Just run lang ta. Ha? 10 o 16 na mag-run kayo yung medal. But if you want the shirt, finish your race, 16K. And then finish your race. And then we have also Garmin to be raffled to look at with appliances, TV, ref. Grabe.
Where mag-start ka ni?
Uptown sa mga elementary years.
Okay.
Young life. Fifth habit. Being long-term and identity-driven. Kani. I said, di ba kani from the very beginning? The business of the day is personal selling. The business of tomorrow is agency building. You have to form your teams. That's why you maintain recruitment. No? Maintain recruitment. People don't quit sales because it's hard. They quit because they don't know who they are becoming. Kung dili man lang long-term yung panandoy din sa sales, ayaw na lang start. Dapat kabalo ka sa endpoint nimo. Long-term ta din eh. Dili lang pang 1 year, 2 years. Ay, wag ko magbuhat ka man. Ay, wag mo kayo busy. Mo na mag-real estate ko. Guys, honestly, TWR is investing sa imo. Di ba na cost in investment, in investing training sa imo? And then the 1 year ka, ayaw po, give yourself a long-term perspective on your sale. There are lots of manual game here. Identity-driven professionals have 3 things sa result. 1, if your identity is based on long-term, you always will protect your reputation. Dili ka magmaninggiring, dili ka magdaot-daot sa pangalan. Kaya remember, kanina business, long-term business pwede. Mas tindot in long-term, maayo yung pangalan. Tama? TWR has been here in Cagayan, but it's pila na katuig.
More than a decade.
Kung ano 14 years. Because that's the year na nag-ilapod me. Yeah, 2011. Oh, nagbago sa kita sa SMI.
Mas una. Nandito ko.
Oo, no? 2011 din ako. Oh, 2012. 2011 din nag-ila, Bible study. Fence, may hi, hello. Di ba? Ang kalinga industry and in sales, magkailan na yung nagitanda na. Di ba? Bukod na nga, antod ka, napaday ko sa TWR. Number 2, think in years, not weeks. Jara, no? Think in years, 20 years. Ano ba ako? Hindi na ko ma-retire. Go! This is a career. This is not just a part-time job. This is a career for you. And in this career, you are able to have the opportunity to buy time, to have freedom after. And lastly, build careers, not commission. You build your career here. Build your career here. Dili pwede nga, pang 2 years lang, kaya mawa pa kayo, ano ba tawag? Di ba mag clear sa video, kung gusto buhatan ng good Mitch, kung sa mga nagdahil mo Mitch, maglindod lang hindi ang Mitch mo, bidag-bidag lang hindi ang Mitch. Kanina, lindod lang Mitch, hindi Mitch, apel ko Mitch, pagkabot sa training, di makita. Ang gusto din mo, hindi ka kung di ka, ano lang. Kaya na you're wasting your time. But, the purpose of having an identity-driven mindset and long-term mindset is actually what? You're going to build career. Identity sustains effort when motivation fades. You know who you are. Di ba? That's supposed to be the case. Muna, dili ko malaking kung may na plan nga, sa kumukuha insurance. Okay. Di mo punta kung mag-suffer. Kailan mo kusong kuhulingon, I can find another client. Muna ikaw, kung di ka malaking kung may ng tao nga, ako sa munang-naon, di mo nang i-program, di nag-yun, di sa di kumukuha, okay, no problem. You know, I'm here, our identity is not rooted to the closing. Our identity is suited to the purpose that we know. And what's our purpose? We're helping people have a wonderful home. Do you know your purpose why you're selling houses? Because we want to help people have a wonderful home. Kala may magod na yung balay para sa iyong pamilya, tama? Kung nakabalay siya tungkol mo, di ba kami kayo paminawon? Kasi malimot pa sa iyong purpose ba? Hindi may commission na katulad ni Ching, the biggest reason why you're selling in value because you believe in your heart, deep down. Wow! Italy is the best place for people to start and build their homes. O, di ba? Ninana ba? May mo na yung purpose. So, kung minsan makuha ka, okay, mag-good ko eh. Kaya kung purpose is not to earn, of course, we are what? Gakasweldo ta o natay kwarta tungod sa atong ginabuhat. Dili tungod mo na atong i-pursue. Kailangan na ito na i-restructure itong mind, ha? Malita ko pa na mag-commission. Yung outcome na result na ng commission, na maligya ka because you want people to have establish, to build, and to create their homes the way they want it. And it starts from you, the structure of the house. Diba? Diba saan ma-determine po na itong home sa structures itong house? Experience na ito kung saka, bata, kung saan ito, ano naman yung second floor, mag-yaw-yaw ang tao, so masibili sa ng second floor, di ba? Kailangan din mo tanawin ba? Sir, so one of the questions now before, I always try, same thing as ako. Sir, what do you really want in life? In wealth planning, I always ask what you want in life because it all starts from what you want. So here is also, if you try to side tour, mag-side tour man ta. So sa side tour, going man ta, for example, nakasakyanan, makisakay ang client sa imo, o nagsakay kasi ang sakyanan. So magchika-chika mo. So magchika-chika din mo, no, you have to have 2 to 3 questions that are serious questions. You have to ask one. So what do you really want in life? 2, how did you make yourself successful? That's another question. And 3, sir, if it's okay with you, sir, would you like to share to me kung saan home na yung ginatanaw sa iyong kinabuhi? What is a home for you? Oh, grabe na mga pamunta na home yun! Isa mo, sir! Curious lang mo, sir. Kung saan day, what's a home for you? Not even a house. Thank God I did not even ask for the house. I just asked, what is a home for you? Home is where
My heart is
okay mo sa mga asawa, mag-vesting na ako siya, panahon na ako trabaho, ganahan ko mo stay sa house, ganahan naging kuhanan sir, ay at least di ka gasto-gasto mo kape-kape, hindi ka ganahan sa mong balay, di ba? Mga na. And then, kung magka-kids me, oh, what pa din mo yung kids, sir? Wala pa, but we're good si Mrs. And so we want this, na. Okay, so kabalo na ka, because gi-describe niya ang functionality. As well as move na toward fitness of neighborhood. Fitness where asa siya ibutang. Ganahan siya morning sunrise, so dapat so dapat facing the sun siya in the morning, so di siya ganahan mag-sunset, atubang siya. Ano ba? Kabalo ka na tanan. By asking one question, what is a home for you, the answer? And number 4, which is the most important, also equally important, is how important for you now getting a home, or having this home, or getting this house. Wala pa bang going pa mo dito? Meaning, nag-closing na ka, going pa. Na importante gini sa ako, makakuha na gibing panay before pa mga anak si Mrs. Ay, si Mrs. Sir, pinakabulan din, 6 months na. Okay, so prepare tayo ka. Kasi kaya dapat ba magka mo prepare po ba sa pagpanganak? Okay na pagpanganak. Kani po na prepare na gito niya. Ako nang gusto nga before pa maanak among baby Kyle. Si Kyle. So you actually getting this house because importante si Kyle na nasa new house. It gives you that timeline. Do you understand? It's another topic, training topic akong gihatag sa inyo, but I'm putting it now here as a structure of asking question. Good stuff so far? So si Ma'am Ching, I'm helping you now to get 3 more, 4 more. Okay, good stuff? So, sir,